Hey, what's up, guys? Hunting the Turkeys here, and today we are going to be reacting to Exploring a Forgotten Ghost Town featuring Tov by Morbid for Fun. So, if you guys remember, like a couple months ago, I used to react to Morbid for Fun. He'd do like these videos to where he'd reveal backstories of stuff. Like I remember one of them was about uh I think toys. Because I remember a magic wand that would make weird sounds, and it had somebody's arm bleeding. It's freaking weird. I don't remember too much because I haven't reacted to them into so long. But we're back, and we're gonna react it to some Morbid for Fun. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see me react to some Tov videos, because I've heard Tov does the similar kind of thing Morbid for Fun does, and I always see Morbid for Fun popping up on my live streams here and there, and it's always nice to see him. But I will bring more reactions of Morbid for Fun back if y'all want them. Let me know in the comments below and smash that like button. And if you're wondering why there's no Hell of a Boss Season 1 Episode 1 today, is because I'm afraid I could get a copyright strike, because I heard from some people that this show could give you a copyright strike if you watch the whole episode through. So if I wanted to watch it fully, I'd have to put it on Patreon, which I'll probably have to start making a Patreon for some of these reactions that I do. Because for my next YouTube update, I don't know if y'all will like it or not. I'll probably have to make it to where during my reactions it just cuts to random parts later in the video, just because I don't know. I just don't want to cause a big hassle. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this reaction. In 3, 2, 1, and I will make sure that request comes back very soon. Alright, let's do this.
So a few days ago, I got a call from this small YouTube channel. I think his name was Rex or something. No, Tov maybe? I don't remember. But he asked me if I wanted to join him ghost hunting in an abandoned ghost town in Nebraska, which I said, yeah. So a few days later, I packed my bags and camera and headed to St. Geroin in Nemaha County.
They actually played on the playground
a ghost
equipment?
Town whose roots stretch back to the late 19th century. Officially part of the Nemaha Half-Breed Reservation, the town was first settled by people known at the time as half-breeds, descendants of both Native American and European descent. It was more than just a settlement. It was a purposeful community created to serve the needs of the reservation, mainly in trade and travel. The town took its name in 1853 from Joseph Geroin.
So apparently, this filter knows how old you look just based off your face.
Man,
right,
I don't care, TikTok! Gosh! Messing up the vibe here, man.
1819, who played a key role in the area's early development. From the beginning, St. Geroin was shaped by movement. It wasn't just a place to live, but a place to stop, rest, and trade. With the Missouri River flowing nearby,
kind of like a village.
it quickly became a vital trading point. The ferry that operated across the river from Iowa added to its momentum, bringing in a steady stream of travelers and commerce. And by 1856, the land was very promising for newcomers.
Oh yeah, fun fact about this town. It is called St. Geroin, but back then it was just called Geroin. Saint was added later on to attract more people to settle in here, which from the looks of it, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Oh yeah, and it's super weird how they decided to go with the word saint, because he was not a saint at all. Some people claim he was very territorial, very unbearing, bad guy in general.
Yeah.
So calling him a saint is not the best word.
He even apparently left his wife, went to a nearby town, started a new life with 2 sisters.
Yeah, they're related.
Yeah, he had 2 new girlfriends and they were related. Did they have kids or not?
What?
The first wife, they did have a
Yeah,
kid.
but the sisters, I don't. think
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but that dude, he was dating sisters, bruh.
Yeah, that's weird.
Only me and him could pull that off, realistically.
Now, what Todd said about him dating sisters, that's actually true. But before we get into that, let me just give you some extra background information. At age 17, he left home to live along the Platte River and eventually married an Omaha Indian woman. The couple had one daughter in 1841 and named her Mary. But by 1843, his wife had returned to the Omaha Reservation with their child. During that same period, Duroin claimed land in the Nemaha-Richardson County area and took 2 additional wives, Julie and Sola, sisters of French and Omaha descent. With this land and his experience running trading posts, Duroin laid the groundwork for what would become St. Duroin. His life ended abruptly and violently in 1858 at the age 39 after a confrontation over a $6 debt. Yup, he got killed because he owed somebody $6, which can't even buy you 2 hot Cheeto bags. Now,
you're telling me he got killed over a $6 debt? Why? It's only $6, bro. Bro, with $6, I could get myself a bag of Doritos with that, man. Like, that's so stupid. Like, what?
Well, to be fair, $6 was worth way more back in the day.
Oh,
I believe if we do the conversion, it was about $230 in today's money, but still, $6. Imagine being killed over $6. Well, he was
Could it
shot
be me?
and killed by a farmer named James Beddoe, who was later acquitted on grounds of self-defense. Duroin was buried according to custom on horseback, dressed in his finest clothes, and surrounded by symbolic items like a rifle, a pipe, a flask of whiskey, and even a roasted chicken, all meant for the immortal hunting grounds, which was some weird tradition that they did back in the day. Now, I tried doing more information, and I'm pretty sure they just killed the owner's horse so they can bury the horse with the owner, but that's never really specified. I assume they killed the horse in order to bury it with the owner, and not just bury it alive, because that's messed up. Well,
yeah.
To be fair, getting shot over $6 is just as messed up, but you get the point. Joseph Duroin was buried in St. Duroin, and I don't want to get sidetracked again, but I'm very curious if that roasted chicken is still buried with him. I mean, it
what
is,
the
but
frick?
Considering it's been over 166 years ago, the chicken might have disintegrated. I don't know. Now,
man, that's crazy.
Joseph Duroin wasn't the only known figure in this town, as there's a popular legend of this man named A.J. Ritter. A.J. Ritter ran the general store in 1858 and also worked as a judge and postman. After 1882, the general store was passed out to his son, A.J. Ritter Jr. Shockingly, A.J. Ritter lost his arm in a dynamite fishing accident. People say the arm was buried just west of town. After he died, he was buried in an unmarked grave. According to local stories, his ghost still walks around at night, looking for the arm he lost. Since he was buried in St. Duroin, Tub and I tried to find his and Joseph Duroin's grave, but sadly we couldn't find them. Now, you would have expected them to be buried in marked graves, but I guess not. However, we did find someone by the name John F. Ritter who could be related to A.J. Ritter.
Is that Ritter? John Ritter? What else? A.J. Ritter.
I know, but like, bro, it was spelled different. Was it spelled with a W? Like Ritter? Like, no, right? It was like this.
It was like this. It could be like a relative. It's not.
You can tell that that tombstone's really old because it has like some grain to it and it's like tilted from all the weather.
Do we have signal? Damn it.
No, we do not.
Wait, that's him?
I don't know. It kind of looks fresh. Doesn't it look like kind of like fresh with all like the dirt around it?
I actually do have signal.
I know it's not the biggest tombstone, but still, like this one, it's like different material. It's a different color. We haven't seen that yet. Well, just gray. This one has some red, gray, different types of stone. So that could mean something.
It was with an R. So you're right. It could be a relative, but let me look up his actual full name. Because there's no way his name was Ritter,
I don't know if AJ is like a nickname.
Maybe he is related. I don't know. He could be related. I don't know.
For John, because there's no A in the first half of the name, so it could be
I
a
don't know.
relative.
I tried looking it up. There's another guy, for example, named Elijah Ritter. Another graveyard centers on one AJ Ritter, who lost an arm during fishing. Yeah, nah, this isn't, because they only reference him as AJ Ritter. They don't say his name.
Then who's John?
For sure a relative though.
Yeah, no, gotta be.
Yeah, because back then only 300 people. Like most likely, if you lived here back then, had the same last name, you were for sure related. Could have been related to the guy that blew his arm off while dynamite fishing.
Is anyone here? John F. Ritter, do you hear me?
Please touch the antenna.
John F. Ritter, give us a sign. Like a sports announcer. John F. Ritter, August 6th, 1914. Do you remember that day? August 6th,
Oh, made a sound. It's going off. It's blinking.
February 12th, 1865. Do you remember February 12th, 1865?
What's it spelling?
GBT?
How would you remember that date though? You don't
Huh?
remember
It's
the day
his
you were born.
birthday.
Yeah, you don't remember the day you were born.
No, oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the machine's not lagging at this point. But again, that's nonsense. SD, GPT, DOP. Here, let's switch it.
What is he trying to spell? That's what I'm confused about. He's just putting a whole bunch of random letters. Like what good is that gonna do for you? You know? Yeah, I don't know.
We did more ghost hunting in the cemetery. In fact, there were two different ones. One known as the half-breeds, which is where the half-native and half-whites were buried, and then the all-white cemetery.
When you look at those first graves, like those ones don't look as good as those ones. Like the tombstones that they have for like what the white side he said, they look much nicer. But the native and mix, I think he said, was like all messed up. Yeah, because like when you look at their tombstones, like it's just basically like two like wooden pieces to make a cross, and like they use some rope to like hold it together. Man, if I was out there, I'd give him like a whole gold and shiny tombstone. Nah.
All-white cemetery is way nicer with fancier headstones, but do keep in mind...
That's what I was saying! That one has fancier headstones!
Even some unmarked graves at the all-white cemetery. In fact, some of these white people only got a rock as a tombstone, which is still sad. The half-breed cemetery was no better, because they only got wooden crosses, and all of them are unmarked. And something heartbreaking that we found is that one of the wooden crosses was kind of broken. In order to get to the half-breed cemetery, we had to take a 5-minute walk. Which doesn't sound scary, but keep in mind, we filmed that clip at 11 p.m. It was almost midnight, and we were the only 3 people in that ghost town.
All right, so the wind and the rain is starting to pick up, just like Ariel was saying. And the thing about, we're going to 2 cemeteries, like I said. We're going to the half-breed cemetery,
Which is where like the more poor people was buried.
Ah,
I killed my
that
plants.
makes sense.
like I said. We're going to the half-breed cemetery.
Which is where like the more poor people was buried.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were like
white,
poor
half
people.
Native American. They were treated less than the average white person. The only thing about this one is that we have to hike towards it, and the wind is picking up, and it's starting to rain heavier.
Look at the trail.
Yeah, can you see that? Let me just crouch.
Oh my god.
And it's beyond that. So come along for the ride.
About a 5-minute walk.
A
We're gonna use that
5-minute
for the
walk
best
in
this time around.
darkness? Bro, that's you wouldn't catch me out there, that's for sure.
Maybe we just have to bucket. No, we don't have to run from a ghost. Who runs from a ghost?
You never
Me.
know, dude. You don't want to
What the fuck are they gonna do? Cancer?
Cancer, dude.
you can see, there's a cross and it's pointing ahead.
Yeah, so this is where the cemetery like is headed straight. I don't know what 2 means.
I don't know either, but we're
I
not.
think it's just a normal hiking
Maybe it
trail.
means 2 cemeteries.
Nowhere, just,
Because there is
good
2
views, I guess.
cemeteries.
We're
So
not gonna
there's
find out today. That's
like
for sure.
a cemetery
Oh,
on
yeah.
this side, cemetery on
1
that
million
side.
likes will come back. Just really
It makes plain simple sense.
Again, just an update on the Erie vibes, Erie scale. Not feeling a thing.
Oh yeah.
What?
Chilling. Honestly, dude, I'm usually a when it comes to these type of stuff, but I'm actually chilling. I think it's because I'm not alone.
Duh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're with a dude with a face tat. Like
Yeah,
that,
that's true.
that like matters a lot.
You'll scare all the ghosts away with it.
Yo, I like that
Yeah,
right
there
there.
he is.
And also, like we have strong flashlights, like very strong.
We do.
So if everything's visible, yeah, it's very dark, like pitch black out. But like I'm fine.
All right, guys, we're entering the half-breed cemetery. Yes.
Hey, come on, dog. You got this.
Oh
Okay,
my
focus.
freaking lord.
Go, begin.
Listen, TikTok. I don't give 2 fucking fucks. Get off my shit.
There are people actually buried under here. And as you can see, it's about, how many crosses? Like 5.
5?
Looks like it's about 5 crosses.
But I'm pretty sure more people have been buried here. These are not the only people, which is a bit scary because if you really think about it, we're like stepping on, people. Like I don't want to get too close out of respect, of course, but there's a lot of people buried here that don't have crosses. They don't have like little gravestones.
Yeah. And you guys will see, when we compare this half-breed cemetery to the real cemetery, you'll just see how sad it is, how much they respected the white people a lot more than these half white, half Native American people, because theirs is way fancier than this.
Yeah. They look
For the
fancier
record,
too.
This is called the REM Pod, and a lot of the top ghost
that a cinder
investigative
block?
channels they use it. Sam and Colby, Baze Rug. Like this is a pretty like well-known tool.
Yeah.
And in their videos, it goes off.
Really?
Yeah, like often. And yeah, right now we're not getting any activity.
Do they ask you questions?
No, it's just mainly just leave it there. And they use like other equipment for questions. But for the most part, the REM Pod just
Let me,
to
let
know
me
if
ask.
something's
Let me ask louder. Let me ask louder. Is anyone here?
As you just saw, we didn't really get any activity, which was a shame.
Yeah,
And
that
kind of
didn't
made me
highlight
second
it.
guess some of my favorite content creators that also
there
do
it goes.
ghost investigations.
It went off right there.
Now, I'm not saying
Oh, no,
that they
I
faked
thought
their
you were
videos, but I kind of wanted to see something. Now, of course, the other YouTubers go to these
It's
crazier
like a broken
places
wagon.
in St. Jeroen, but it's not like Tub and I went to a random cemetery. We went to St. Jeroen because no other content creator has done that. And there's also the crazy legend of AJ Ritter trying to find his missing arm. But it was a shame that it was a bust. When all hope was lost and we're about to leave, we decided to try one more grave. And then the unthinkable happened. The REM pod finally went off. FYI, it was a bit windy and I was flashing my light on it, but that doesn't matter. The REM pod only beeps if something touches it. Before we started recording this investigation, we were playing with it and blowing on it, pause, but even then, no beep. And before I show you the clip of the REM pod going off, let me just play you some extra highlights of our ghost hunting adventures.
Like an animal. Wait, this one's broken and it literally says Jew. Yo, do not let Kanye see this video.
Oh no, R.I.P. Jew.
Dude, it's... Hold up.
Oh, that's actually very like sad.
It says Jew, right, guys? Or am I tripping?
No, it's
Somebody must have
it's an
broken it.
abbreviation. Yeah, it does say that.
Oh, I thought it literally
No,
Jew.
you just call him Jew. Jew, please touch the antenna.
Jew, are you here?
Jew.
His name is literally Jew. I'm not joking.
Jew.
Jew, can you hear me? Dude, we have no success with this machine.
Yeah. Which sucks because out of all the other YouTubers, this is the one that gets the most.
We'll save it for like the creepiest grave. Doesn't go off. Even
It's like a bench.
it's gonna go off now because I'm touching. But I'll just leave it level 2.
Yeah, the REM pod's a cool concept, but.
I fucking hate bugs.
Oh yeah, that looks like there's a whole bunch of mosquitoes and shit out there.
Step away from it. It's always you. Yeah, I feel like you always activate it. That's not you.
Somebody's touching it.
Whoa. Whoa. That's the first time we've gotten anything from the REM pod.
It stopped.
We've been doing
That's
this
creepy.
for hours. It stopped though.
Yeah, you wouldn't catch me slipping out there like half past midnight, man.
Is anyone here?
Touch it if you're here. Hold it for
I like
5
how it just
seconds
stops
and
when they say
anything's here.
touch it if you're here.
It's scripted.
Like, no,
You
I'm
gotta
not
be
here.
scripted.
Well, I'm gonna turn up the sensitivity.
Oh, I'm getting the chills. Oh.
Is anyone here?
Hold it for 10 seconds.
They're not
Hold
gonna
it
do
for
that.
10 seconds.
We gotta use what we can get. They're obviously like blinking at us.
As you just saw, the REM pod went off for a few seconds, which is insane, meaning that something or someone touched it. And as
Yeah.
you can see, Tub and I were at a distance and couldn't have been us. I don't know why, but at that time when the REM pod went off, I didn't even process it until right now. Dude, it's actually kind of crazy that it went off. Like, it wasn't me. As you just saw the clip, Tub and I were at a distance.
Ribeye wants to cost us more.
Bruh, are you freaking kidding me?
Something
There we
touched it. Dude, that's kind of insane. However, I'm still a little bit skeptical because there was a lot of bugs in the area, and I think in that same clip there was like a moth. I don't really remember. I mean, sure, the moth was a bit big, and I mean, honestly, dude, I'm just trying to make up excuses right now. Yeah, I believe a spirit touched it. I don't know. Could have been a bug. Let me know what you guys think. Holy shit,
No.
dude, I'm like processing it right now. Like in the moment, it just beeped, whatever. But dude, why am I getting scared right now? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, me personally, I didn't see any insects, so something had to touch it. On a completely unrelated note, the day before the initial investigation, Tub and I wanted to hit a little workout in the small town that our hotel was in. We asked the guy at the front desk if there was like a gym nearby, and he said that there was. The gym was inside of a haunted, abandoned school that was made over 100 years ago.
What the
And
frick?
by the way, he lives in it. I know
Why?
that sounds so made up, but on everything I love,
Why
it's
live
true.
inside of
And
an
if
abandoned
this
school?
performs well,
Why?
Tub and I will go back to that haunted abandoned school and make a 24-hour overnight challenge in that school. I'm actually so hyped for it,
Fuck
so
no.
you better like it up,
No.
subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see that happen. Now, my overall experience for the whole trip was very fun, and I hope to do this again. However, on the last day, I almost fucking died. I got
What?
incredibly sick. It was
There's
so
no way.
bad that I had difficulty walking once I arrived at the airport
What?
because my legs were in shock and Tub had to push me around. Now, when I finally
Oh
got
my
home,
God.
I was terrified because I thought I caught cholera. Remember when Tub
Oh.
and I were exploring those cemeteries? Well, a bunch of those people died from cholera. Cholera is a disease in the small intestine that gives you diarrhea until you die. Death by diarrhea. What a way to go. Well, you actually get dehydration from the diarrhea and then you die. Now, I thought I had it because for like 4 days straight, I was locked inside of the bathroom. I couldn't get out. And literally the second to last day of my sickness, I went to the bathroom about 15 times. So
15 times? 15 times. Good lord. Man, I feel sorry for you, bro.
15 trips to the bathroom in 1 day. It was intense. And yeah, it was burning. Now, luckily, I'm doing way.
I kind of had something similar to what he had, but like not like with my legs, like being in shock. No. It was like this like stomach virus, and like I was in so much pain, like I couldn't even move. Like, but when the pain started to like ease away just a little bit, or like when it first started, when the pain was really bad, it was like really it like really hurt me to walk and get up and everything. And in total, I had about, I think, like almost 60 trips to the bathroom because it made me so sick. That's how bad it was. Like, I'd get up every like 20 minutes of every day. I'm exaggerating. Maybe like probably 10. Yeah, I kind of had something similar, but like not with like my legs being in shock. No, not at all.
Better, but I was a bit shocked that I got sick in the first place because I haven't been sick in over 3 years. I work out every day, my diet is perfect, and I just got sick. Until this day, I don't know what caused my sickness, and I'm pretty sure it had to do with food poisoning because I had to eat gas station food, or a ghost just haunted me. It's one of the two. But I'm pretty sure I did get food poisoning and I don't have cholera. Man, dying by diarrhea is crazy. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video, and if you haven't already, make sure to go watch the full ghost hunting investigation over to Tubbs' channel. And dude, this whole trip was actually fun, despite the me getting sick part, but in all honesty, dude, I low-key do it again even if I get sick because I just had so much fun. And remember what I told you in the beginning, if this video performs well, Tub and I are going back to the haunted abandoned school and making a full video about it. Which, please like the video, because
Alright. You heard him, y'all. Smash that like button. Well, that was Exploring a Forgotten Ghost Town featuring Tub by Morbid for Fun. Let me know for my next reaction if y'all want to see me react to like that documentary of them, like the full documentary, because this was just him just showing like little snippets of it, like while he was like breaking it down. Like, yeah, I could make a whole video watching it. It just depends on how long the documentary will be. So yeah, I mean, documentaries are usually like to like an hour or like I mean, I would say like 30 minutes. I wouldn't say it's like an hour unless if you're doing like a full-blown documentary. I don't know, the documentary I did was not really long. It was like half an hour. Yeah. I see that he has another video down here. 6 disturbing YouTube rabbit holes. Which, let me know if you guys want to see that. That one looks creepy. Actually, this dude, I remember hearing about him. Oh, he was such a creep back then. At least the dude passed away, because the dude was such a weirdo. And, yeah. Not my cup of tea, that's for sure. Yeah. But yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe. It'd be really cool if you gain your subscription. Be sure to hit the bell, make it all, so you get notified every time I go live, make a video, or a YouTube short. Let me know if you guys want to see that documentary. And, I also have something special to announce to you guys later on community posts. Not like video wise, maybe YouTube short wise, but no. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will see y'all in whatever video I do next. Reaction, gaming, who knows. Tomorrow is when Summer Ramathon starts, so I can't wait to see y'all there. And but yeah, anyway, love y'all, man. Peace out.